everyone, I'm Brigit, one of the Silverfit instructors. I hope you're all well. So this is a new thing, Silverfit Pilates at home. I'm just going to run you through a basic sequence, so it should feel very nice and very familiar if you've done Pilates already. If not, just kind of follow it to the best of your abilities, and it should feel quite nice at the end. We're going to work through all sort of ranges of movement. Should make you feel relaxed and yet refreshed. Okay, so we're going to start off just sitting on a block or on the mat, or even on a couple of thick books if you have, and we're just going to start to loosen through the spine. So you want to sit fairly tall in your own strength, and if this isn't comfortable for you, you can sit in an alternative position like so, or like so, anything that feels nice for you. Okay, and then we're going to change direction. And then hold it here. And then we're going to inhale. And as you inhale, just press against your thighs. And then we'll go the other way. I got the breathing the wrong way around. This is your exhale. Sorry about that. And this is your inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, and then just place your left fingertips on the floor, right arm comes up, and we're going for a nice side bend here. So nice juicy stretch, and then over to the other side. One more each side. Okay, and then just come off your block. And we're going to roll down onto the mat. So if you've got any back issues, instead of rolling down, you can lie on your side and then come onto your back. Okay, if you need a little assist, hold onto your thighs. We're tucking the tailbone under, rolling down, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. And when you're down on the mat, take a nice big stretch. And then circle the arms round, tuck your knees into your chest, and have a little rock from side to side. And then place both feet on the floor. Shrug and release the shoulders. So just release any tension out of the shoulders. And if you feel a bit scrunched up in your neck, you can pop your head on something. It can be a bit of clothing, whatever's to hand. And then arms are down, either down by your sides, or you can open them out in a crucifix or a cactus arm position, and this way you get a nice stretch through the chest. And from here, we're just going to twist over. So keep your knees glued together, keep the abdominals engaged, and then exhale, come back. Inhale over to the other side. Exhale, come back. Try not to hold tension in your shoulders whilst you're doing this. And you can get into a nice rhythm with your breathing. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can extend the top leg as you twist. And then come over. And you'll feel that you're having to work the obliques. So these side abdominal muscles, you'll have to work them a little bit harder. Keep the back safe. We'll do one more on each side. Get that nice energy line all down through the leg. And then release. So tuck your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. You can cradle the kneecaps and just circle out. And this is a nice one, just opens out the hips a little bit. Gives your lower back a bit of a massage, and then change direction. And then release. Both feet down onto the floor. One at a time is a little bit easier for the back. Okay, so if you've got the block under your head, you might just want to get rid of it now and just lengthen out the back of your neck. Keep the shoulders relaxed. I'm going to shimmy down the mat a little bit. Okay, so from here, we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So what this does is it just helps to set the spine. It helps to set the muscles underneath the surface. So we're bringing the spine from a neutral position into an imprint. Okay, so as we exhale, we're lengthening the spine, keep the arms energized, keep the crown of the head shooting towards the back of the room, and then as you inhale, just release back into your neutral spine. Exhale, lengthening the spine. You want to feel this sort of vacuum in the belly, in the lower abdominal area. Inhale, release. You get this nice rolling action. Now, if you want to work it a little bit more powerfully, you can start to use the feet. So just sort of really ground down with the feet. Have a play with it. So it doesn't look like much is going on, but actually it's very internal. Okay, now if you're ready, you can just start to tuck the tailbone and peel off a little bit. Okay, so if you want to, you can come up into a full bridge. You don't have to come all the way. And then as you inhale, you're releasing back down vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. And then exhale, off you go again. So you want to get this sort of, you're articulating through the spine. It's nice. It's a nice lengthening action. Again, very internal. You're feeling this vacuum here. You'll feel that you happen to use your backside muscles as you come up. Exhale as you roll up. Inhale as you roll back down. Okay, and we'll do that one more time. And I just want to remind you, if you're feeling any pain, ease off a little bit. So there's no need, there's no benefit to that. Okay, and then release back down. Tuck your knees into your chest. Do whatever stretch feels nice, but I quite like this one. It's just a knee circle. Changing direction. And then release the feet back down onto the mat. Okay, take a full body stretch. So you can stretch, if your back's a bit dodgy, you can just stretch one leg at a time. Okay, if your back's healthy, you can stretch both legs. And then release back down again. Okay, so rolling is quite nice just to massage out through the back. Forwards and backwards might just feel a little bit harsh, okay, especially if you've got any issues with arthritis or osteoporosis. Okay, and then just roll onto your side and ease yourself up into a sitting position. Okay, so from here we're going to do some side kicks. So we'll start off with the clam, which I think most of us are familiar with. Okay, so we're lying on our sides and you can have your head on your arm like so, or you can have your head in your hand like so. Okay, and then we're zipping up. So we want to have these muscles working here. Now, make sure your hips are stacked. We don't want to be all sort of lolloping forwards or rolling backwards. You want to keep nice and secure. The spine is in neutral or a light imprint. Okay, and then as we exhale, this exercise, the clam. Okay, we've done it loads of times before, anyone that comes to my class. We're targeting the glute medius, okay, so the side bum muscles, very important hip stabilizer, and important for keeping the back area healthy as well, because the glutes will keep the hips in the right position. Okay, we'll call that, this one's 4, and we're going to do 4 more. If you want to add a bit of resistance, you can use some power from your arm. Okay, try not to come into the shoulder. Keep it nice and steady. 2. And 1. Okay, and from here we're just going to lengthen the top leg. Now you can press your bottom leg into the mat just to give yourself a little bit more oomph. Okay, and your top arm, your top hand is here for stability. Let's flex the foot, okay, and we're going to do football size circles. And again, we want to feel those backside muscles really engaging. If you're not sure, put your hand on your bum and you'll feel the muscles. You will feel them if they're working. And we'll do another 3, 2, and 1, and we'll change direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold it here. Now we're going to point the foot. Okay, so different foot position works slightly different muscles in the legs. We're going to change direction again. We're going to make the circles bigger. Okay, if you can make them bigger, if it feels like you're losing the right muscle groups, or it just doesn't feel right, make the size smaller again. And we'll go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1, and change direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Just last little stretch, and then shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. You can tuck your knee into your chest, give your bum a little slap, and then we're going to come over to the other side. Okay, so we're starting off with the clamp, and you're probably going to feel a bit different on this side to the other side. That's completely normal. Okay, most of us are asymmetric. Just have a quick sense check. We're zipping up, so we don't want the ribs hanging out, we don't want the belly sort of hanging out. We want to keep the hips stacked. We're going to, you can use your hand as a resistance, you can use it for stability. Okay, keep yourself nice and strong, nice and engaged. As you exhale, lifting the leg, it's coming from here. Okay, we're also using our core muscles here to keep stable, so we want to avoid any of this malarkey. Okay, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then when you're here, we're lengthening that leg. Top leg's lengthened. We're going to flex the foot, so we're pressing into the heel, and you should feel a nice strong connection down the leg here. Zip up, okay, create some what we call opposition, and you know it when you feel it, because it feels like the muscles are really starting to engage. We don't want a sort of leg just dangling, so it's like you're pressing your heel against the wall. And then we've got the football size circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and change direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're pointing the foot now. Just reset if you've lost it. We're going to go for bigger circles, or more beach ball. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and change direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and just hold it, and just really lengthen into the foot, draw the abdominals in and up, and you feel the muscles, nice juicy work out there, and then shake it out, give your bum a little slap. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're just going to come over onto our hands and knees for some cat-cow stretches. Now, this is the cat-cow stretch. We're exhaling, we're inhaling. If your wrists don't feel happy about this, what you can do instead, so keep doing this if you're all right with it, but if your wrists don't like it, you can do a kneeling cat-cow. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, so from here, we'll just sit back, we'll take a nice little stretch. So press into the heels of your hands. We don't normally do this if we're weight bearing, but we're supported by the floor here, so you can just get a nice stretch for the arms here, pressing into the heels of the hands, and now come on to fingertips. Just changes the emphasis of the stretch. Okay, and then we're back onto our hands and knees, and then we're going to take a little ripple through, little shimmy through, and we're lying on our fronts. Okay, so we're going to do back extensions, so we're back bends is another name for it. Okay, this is to kind of open out the chest, avoid the sort of hunch position that a lot of us get into, and start to recruit some muscles of the upper back and the mid back. We don't want to feel any cinching in the lower back. or the neck. Okay, so we want to keep these areas nice and strong. So we're going to press the tops of the feet down, and when you do that, you'll feel the kneecaps start to float off the mat. You're pressing your hips into the mat and you're engaging the abdominals, and as you exhale, so we inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, just lightly press yourself up. Inhale as you release back down. So if you imagine a P under your nose, you're rolling that P forwards and then you just swoosh up. So the trajectory line is sort of like that. Okay, it's not like that. And then we come back down again. You can lightly press onto your forearms. Get this sense of drawing the elbows closer to your feet and just hold it here. Now, if your back is okay, you can try hovering your arms off the mat. It's quite hard. If they're still okay, try an aeroplane arm. Just be careful of your lower back with this. Okay, and then release. Okay, and we're sitting back. Child's pose. And we're back onto hands and knees again. I'm just going to take my top off. Getting quite hot in here. It's better. Okay, so 4-point challenge. So again, very familiar Pilates move. So this is the one we're on all fours, and then we're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, working the abdominals, okay? And we want to avoid collapsing into it. So keep it ever so strong, and then come back, and then we'll do the other side. So it's a cross-lateral movement, okay? So we're working opposite arm, opposite leg. The core, the shoulders, the hips are really strong here. They're the sort of, it's the intersection. Okay, so try not to go like that. Okay, you can do legs only. You can do arms only. Okay, so if the arms and the legs is too much to do together, break it down. Okay, if your wrists are hurting, you can try a forearm version. Okay, so you've got lots of options. Do the one that suits you the best. Try not to collapse into your lower back though. Watch out for overarching in that lower back, especially if you're on the hands and forearms and knees position. Okay, we'll just do one more each side. Okay, and we're done with that. And we're going to sit in a child's pose. Lovely stretch. So if your backside doesn't get all the way to your heels, don't worry too much about it. You can always keep your bum up in the air a little bit. So from here, we're going to pick up the right hand and we're going to place it on top of the left hand. So you should be feeling a really nice stretch on the side body here. So the right hand side of the body, around the right armpit area. Breathe into your upper back, so really expand the back of your rib cage. And when you're ready, over to the other side. So left hand on top of right. Nice big inhale into the back top of the ribs. Okay, and then work yourself into a seated position. You can shake out the wrists. Okay, so grab your block if you need it, or your books, or whatever you have to hand. Okay, and then we're going to sit here in our V shape. So we're going to do the exercise called the saw. So you can go right hand to left foot. Doesn't matter if the hand doesn't get anywhere near the foot. Some people it will come to here, some people might be able to overreach. It just depends on what's going on here and your general level of flexibility. Don't overdo it. Okay, so as we exhale, right hand to left foot, big swoosh open, and then the other hand to the other foot, big swoosh open, and then you can start to play with both arms. So you get this nice kind of infinity movement through the arms. And we're just going to hold it there for a deeper stretch. So you're reaching forwards, backwards, flex your feet for more intensity, and then come back, and then over to the other side. Flex your feet for more intensity, and then come back. Okay, the arms are like so, roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to scoop the abdominals, we're going to reach forwards, flex the feet, C shape in your spine, and then reach up, and we're lifting up. It's like we've got an overhead bar, and then you want to keep the bottom bit of your spine straight, so we're up to the bra strap or thereabouts, and then we're going up and over, and release, and place your hands on your shoulders, and we just get this lovely stretch for the pecs, and then change direction, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, just zap the legs together. Okay, just so you can rearrange the bum flesh if you need to. Okay, and then we're going to reach forwards to the feet, and then big swoosh open. Big inhale. And one more that way. Okay, and then we're changing direction. Okay, and from here just circle out your wrists and your ankles. I don't know if you can see my feet, but I'm circling my ankles, and then change direction. Okay, and then give it a shake, and then you're going to cross your left leg over your right leg. So keep your straight leg active, so you can do that by pressing into the ball of the foot, and then just power up your leg, power up your arm, and just press one against the other. Your spare arm, you can reach backwards. Should be feeling a nice stretch around your bum area and the side of the leg. And then release. Little derotation. Okay, and then swap it over to the other side. And you're going to just power up that straight leg, so press into the ball of the foot. You want this nice tall spine. Power up the leg, power up the arm, twisting round, pressing one against the other. Spare arm can reach back. You feel this sort of nice juicy stretch in the side of the neck. And then release, or derotate. Okay, and then we're here. So if you can, have the soles of the feet together. This is a little bit easier, this is a little bit harder. Again, you can do just one leg at a time if you're a little bit tight, okay, otherwise try both. Stretching out the inner thighs. Okay, and then just find a nice comfortable position. So it might be like this, or it might be with your legs crossed, and we're just going to do some gentle neck circles. So if you have your right ear to your right shoulder, and then just rolling the head around. Now this feels a bit icky, you can just go from side to side. Change direction. Okay, and then we're here. And then again, just have your right ear to your right shoulder, and you can use your hand just to add a little bit of an assist. So you don't want to yank or wrench around the neck area. It's just a slight assist just to get a bit more traction. You can pivot your head down to look at your shoulder, and then pivot your head to look up towards the ceiling, and then back, and then back, and then the other side. And pivot the head, and pivot the head, and then looking forwards, and then release. Okay, so always just be extra careful about what's happening around your neck. You don't want to, certainly don't want to overdo it around the neck. We tend to go around like that a lot of the time. So we're going to release, and release, and one more, and release. Okay, just one more stretch. So legs go out in front of you, cross your left foot over the right, and you can flex the feet for a little bit more intensity here, or keep the feet soft. We're going to interlace the fingers, and then we're going to sit tall, and we're going to hinge forwards. You should feel a nice stretch down the back of the legs. So again, some people will come to about here, some people can be completely folded over, so just go by feel. You want to feel the stretch in the sort of chunky bit of the muscle, not where you're getting at the attachment points. Okay, and release. Other foot goes over other foot, interlace the fingers the weird way. Okay, and then we're going to sit nice and tall, engage, and then just take that forwards fold. And then sitting up. Lovely. Again, just find a comfortable sitting position. And then we're going to do some sitting cat-cows to finish off. So I'll get the breathing the right way around this time. So we're going to inhale and exhale. So inhale, you can slightly pull at the knees. Exhale, you're just pressing. So, but don't overdo it again. Keep your knees nice and healthy. Okay, and then we're sitting up. Spread your wings, present your sternum to the ceiling, palms together, and namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that, and see you soon.